Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Yeah. Like, it was even a surprise. You knew that this was gonna show up on the list somewhere. So I bet you're probably wondering, why is it at the really, really low on my list then? Well, for one thing, like, we're humans, so we're not all gonna like the right thing. And if you made a list, your places you might put your movie sequels maybe match differently. For me, this one, it was really, really good, but God, those endings. Everyone complains about them, and they were good endings, but they get so long. I mean, like, if your movie's gonna be 3 hours long, my God, make it worth it. But for me, the biggest aspect that I loved about this movie is that, like, last movie, like, it was the introduction of one of my favorite characters of all time. But this, like, made us understand this character a little more, and made us see more great scenes by, again, he's also on the list in another movie here, Andy Serkis. Gollum. But in the beginning of this movie, it showed his backstory and how he got this way and how he got and it really is one of my favorite openings to a movie ever. But, like, he plays a key factor for why I love The Lord of the Rings. And, like, another reason why this movie is so great, like, since it's 3 hours long, longer than the other two movies, it expands the world to you. It shows you more of Middle-earth. And it literally takes you on a 3-hour journey. This is what an experience is.
I thought it was the end, but no, my friends, this is when we get to do it all again.
Toy Story 2. Okay, fun fact here. This movie was actually a big deal to me as a kid, along with movies like Monsters, Inc., another Pixar movie, and Star Wars. But, like, this movie, like, topped them all. I mean, like, during that time I had my own Woody doll. Yeah, I know. Doll. I actually had a Woody costume with the cow, black and white Rorschach vest, and Woody cowboy hat, whip. I just love that movie. And I still do. It still really, really does hold up. But this movie, like, it had a lot of challenges to Toy Story 2. Like, most people thought it was going to suck, because keep in mind, this was the Pixar's third release of a movie. And also their first sequel ever. It had a lot of risks, because, like, you want to make a sequel to a movie that became the first ever computer animated movie. It made a whole new genre in film and paved the way in animation now and create a great company. How do you top that? Well, not only did they top it, but they perfected it. And I actually think that Toy Story 2 is a much better film that, compared to the already great film Toy Story. I mean, like, it does what every sequel should do. Bring out new characters and put the original characters and new characters in a different situation. And that's exactly what this movie does. Also, like, everyone that talks about this movie mentioned this scene, but there's a reason why. It's a great scene. It's like the big reveal of Jessie, the cowgirl's backstory, and the sob flashback. And even as a kid, it made me cry. And even as my 18-year-old self, if I watched the movie once again, it probably make me cry once again, yeah. And the movie still really does hold up.
I thought it was the end, but no, my friends, this is when we get to do it all again.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I know, yeah, big surprise. A Marvel sequel is on my list. What a shock. But yeah, I can't deny, even though this is a fairly recent film that just came out last year, it was still so fun to watch. I mean, like, how do you make a sequel to a movie that was but really, if you're gonna do a follow-up to that, how can you possibly make the follow-up even better or more better? I'll tell you how. Make a Jason Bourne movie. Really, that's what Winter Soldier is. It's like a total tone shift in his trilogy, in his series. Really, this movie is a great upgrade to the first one. I mean, like, it was so action-packed. The action scenes were so fastly paced. And I don't like to swear. I like to, for my videos to appeal to everyone. But yeah, I'm gonna say it. Captain America was a major BA in this movie. I know, I said it. Yeah, and Black Widow had her share of BA moments in this movie also. It was just a BA movie. It had a really good bad guy, and it had a great character, the Winter Soldier. Oh, yeah. I dare not say who the Winter Soldier is, even though every single person knows. In fact, like, on the poster, no joke, on the poster for the Winter Soldier, it actually showed a full poster of character of the Winter Soldier, and it said, like, Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier, who some might remember played a previous familiar character from the first one. So how can you not figure out who the guy is? They say it on the poster. Also, don't look on IMDb, because that'll give a few hints. Yeah, there's just not that much to talk about in this one. Like, I really like it. No, I not just like it, I love it. It was so fun to watch. It is, like, it did not feel like a superhero movie. It felt completely different.
I thought it was the end, but no, my friends, this is when we get to do it all again.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So, when you have a series where the first movie was where your hero ran from a boulder and tries to hunt for the Ark of the Covenant, and then your next movie after that would have your hero trying to rescue children slaves from this guy who's in charge of this cult full of a bunch of God, what was their religion? Anyway, the guys that with a leader that like took out guys' hearts and ate it. Gross. That movie freaked me out as a kid. Monkey Brains movie, yeah. So, what would you do for your next film? I'll tell you what. You would get the great Sean Connery as the hero's father. Yes. The mighty great Sean Connery. The original, the best, James Bond. You know, I could do a whole video with just that impression, but no. I want to stay on target, but I just love that voice. Anyway, Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. When people ask me what my favorite Indiana Jones movies, when I ask other people, they usually say Raiders of the Lost Ark. Never Kingdom of the Crystal Skull or Temple of Doom, because that movie's freaky. But like, yeah, the first one's good and it's classic, but like, I get into the third one so much better. I don't know if it's just because of the relationship and the timing between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery, but it just works and it's just so much fun to watch, and it's really, really a great idea to make one decade's big hero and teaming him up with a great hero from a decade before. It was a brilliant idea and it worked. They play off each other so much. Yeah, the movie, like, he fights off Nazis with the freaking James Bond. It's really, really fun. It's one of my favorite, like, classic. Yeah, it came out in the 80s, same year as Batman. Yeah. So, if you haven't watched it, or you have already watched it, why don't you go watch it again and relive the adventure.